Hey everyone, it's Amanda with Americana Gardens, and this is episode 3 of Diggin Americana. Pretty much this is my weekly recap of what I do out in the garden. More labor intensive and some planting and some pruning and all that fun stuff. So instead of making separate videos, I just tend to put them all in one. I got some little helpers out here today. I got Sammy under the hydrangea, oak leaf hydrangea, and the one black cat that just walked over by the veggie garden there. So as you can see, this is that brunnera though. Hold on, I gotta look at the brunnera. This is the bright spot in the garden. It's so beautiful. So this is actually my mom's shea garden, but I'm gonna help her clean it up. She needs help, and that's fine. No biggie. As you can see, I'm going to keep a lot of the leaves down here, and I'm just going to put mulch over top, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get to the mulching part today. Look at this little lazy bum. Hi, baby. Oh, you're so precious. The water line put in actually from the street, like back, and it had to come all the way through a neighbor's yard underneath this fence here, and the guys are coming tomorrow to fix that. Just found out, and dug it up all right down here. It was a long way. I forget how many feet, and then connects to the house there. But yeah, it was a big project. So they dug up a lot of boulders. Actually, they hit a lot of boulders, but I actually just moved them yesterday, and I put them over in another garden where they are welcome to be. And I started putting some mulch around, like where the gardens actually are. Like, this is a path. Okay, we had white stone in here, and we might still do white stone, but there was also a brick path. You could kind of see the brick path here. See the bricks there? That's like from the old bricks. My dad tore down an old chimney in our house, and we just like recycled those bricks. Yeah, that's where the line is, and they're gonna come back and like mess around in that area for tomorrow. But in the meantime, like, I have all this here. My poor phlox. Half my phlox got like, I mean, maybe if I raked it back it might pop up, but they'll spread again eventually. So anyway, this garden goes like and right in front of the thing. So I got bags of mulch here that I'm just gonna put down. And yeah, this area here needs some cleaning up, like some edging and stuff, but look at this red bud. Another day or two and it's gonna just be glorious blooms. It is a stunning tree. You know, red buds are actually native to Pennsylvania. I don't know about the rest of the states, but in Pennsylvania they are actually native. The hydrangea bush that I pruned back is looking pretty good. I'm loving the shape. I'm like, this is excellent. Got some stuff in here that I'm gonna have to clean up. Clematis, kitty. I think that was Max. Max usually runs around with his tongue sticking out. It's quite funny. But yeah, maybe I can, you know, come out here and work on this clematis a little bit. Get it up more. Ooh, and I gotta do some work in here. I want to get rid of these. There's no reason for them to be here, really. I would like to get some phlox and put that up there. Ooh, that would be really pretty. And speaking of phlox, whoop-a-boo, look how beautiful that is. I love it. I love it. Yeah, and more is going to be blooming. Got some wonderful tulips in here. And I don't know, these are a weed. I mean, I got phlox coming out here too. And violas, and I don't mind. So I read something crazy. Really crazy. In the United States, if your home has violas in it, your property value goes down or something like that. What? It's not invasive. It's aggressive, like it spreads, but it's not invasive. And you know, those two terms are different and they mean separate things, obviously. So I don't use them interchangeably. They're either aggressive or they're invasive. I'm telling you guys like a lot of stuff that I want to do, and if you've been following my channel, you know, like some things happen, some things don't, and some things morph into something totally different. And that's part of gardening, you know. It's my garden and it's fun. Beautiful plum tree. See those little sweet blooms there? Like this whole tree was covered in them. And now, I mean, it only lasted like maybe 4 days, 4 or 5 days. So yeah, things go quick. That's why I have a weekly tour out. So if you want to hit subscribe and check out my weekly tour, it's just called Weekly Garden Tour. Do it every week. And ooh, that viburnum. Ooh, let's go up and check the viburnum real quick. Look at all this. Ooh, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm like, I gotta do work, but everything's looking so pretty. And I just want to like enjoy it. Whoops. This is my rose garden. I gotta do some work in here. Alright, going up to the viburnum here. Lovely. Yeah, they have these like nice little pinky buds, and then they get these clusters of flowers, and the aroma it gives off. Oh, you know, I was like 4 feet away from this in my driveway. I think it was probably just getting out of my car or something, and like the scent hit me, and I was like, I love it. So I wouldn't mind getting a few more of these. These are dwarf size, like they only get like 3 by 3, so that's pretty much mature height and size, the width. So it is the Korean spice bush. That's what I think it's called. But it is the dwarf variety, and it's the smell good variety too. Not all viburnums smell good. Oh, look at my driveway. It's just covered in dandelions. And you know what? That's okay. It really is. Like, people, whatever. They're only here for like a month. See, and look at this. Dandelions have nectar that are important for the pollinators. I mean, I'm not trying to get preachy or anything like that, but it would be nice if, you know, we could be more forgiving about having dandelions or quote-unquote weeds in our yard. They're more beneficial than we think. Okay, I think I'm gonna move a tree here too. I could do that. Yeah. These lovely tulips are blooming. Oh my gosh. See, guys, I'm getting so distracted. Picked up these muscaris at Walmart for $1. There's like 4 or 5 of them in each one, and I'm gonna plant them in my crescent garden. Actually, let me just grab it and place it down there. And I got these dahlias too, guys. Sorry, you have to excuse the mess here. I got these lovely dahlias. Look at the color to that. And they were what? $6.44 at Walmart, guys. Walmart. Okay, so I think I'm going to try and recreate my garden here by just putting some mulch over top of it. I do have some plants planted underneath it. They haven't popped up yet, but we'll see. Plants are pretty resistant, and I'll probably just do some weeding and stuff. So I finished doing that little corner piece, and I need a snack. So Reese's peanut butter cup it is. And I'm in my favorite place, my hammock. This video is not sponsored, but it should be. Oh, hey, Sammy. Hey, Sammy. Aren't you so peaceful? Yeah, if y'all guys are new to the channel and you never seen my garden before, the weeds, like this dead nettle here, this purple dead nettle, I really don't even, I just let it do its thing. It's not in my way. I do clean it up a little bit, like, just to make sure I have a path. Kind of get away with, like, less weeding, if you guys are interested. Like, sometimes I know people can feel very overwhelmed. I'm like, oh my god, I have so much weeds to do. Okay, first, find out if that weed is beneficial or not. Is it invasive? Is it native? And you just deem it as a weed? Or society does, I should say. Second, well, first, if it is, like, native, like, let it go. It's not a big deal. Second, if you need to weed, and you don't really have enough time, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm a little overwhelmed, just weed your pathways. Like, don't worry too much about the garden beds, or at least, like, weed in the, like, the front border of the garden bed. Because I feel like when you have like that as being clean in the walkways, that just, it kind of fools you into thinking, oh, this is very well kept up, quote unquote. So that's just my advice. I have all this dead nettle here in my driveway. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. This is a Veronica. I'm gonna move this. I got one over here, I believe, too. Yes, right there. This Sister Disco Scotch broom is going to this is gonna bloom. It's gonna be too big for the Veronica to be in here, so find a home for that. Rose bush, some irises. I can't wait to show you guys the irises that will come out. But right here's an empty space, and I'm thinking of moving one of the crabapple trees right here, because I want to block what's back there. And I think having a little crabapple tree here will kind of help. This is a Black Lake's elderberry, and this thing would get huge. I really butchered it. I don't know if it's gonna like me for that or not, but I was trying to make it like more on standard, where it's like, yeah, I don't know. We'll just see what happens. We'll just see what happens. If anything, I could just get these roots and, like, cut them and root them and stick them in the yard, and they'll grow into a new bush. Propagation. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually dig up the crabapple that I have. I kind of just put it there on a temporary basis anyway, so I'm glad I found a new home for it. And, I mean, look at this crabapple. Look at the red on that. Ooh, you are pretty. But the one I am moving is actually white. Okay, these tulips are amazing. Look at that. I love that color. Ooh, and here's like the oranges, apricots with that purple again, and then with the dark purple. Ooh. Get my shovel. Alright, and here is the crabapple. Look at those blooms. They have like those pink buds, and then they open up to white. It's called Sugar Time crabapple. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm gonna dig her up. Okay, I need to talk to y'all for a quick minute because this is what I mean by I'm going to start something and then it just snowballs into something else completely. So I'm going to rip up this dead nettle right in here, not where the cat is laying on the chair, but kind of pretty much everywhere before it up until here. The reason being is because I'm going to clean out this bed. I'm going to plant this beautiful crabapple. I mean, I like how it has the pink buds and then the white flowers. That's just, it's neat. It's like multi-dimensional right there. It's very pretty. But what I got to thinking is, all right, there's the tree. I have some irises and like some little hydrangeas in there. I could dig up easily and move. Whatever that was died. I don't even know. I forget. We have this knockout rose bush that blooms pink in the summer, and it does well. This is a good spot for it, and I don't want to move that. I just want it to be there. Have the sister discos, which I can move, and I have these veronicas here that I can move, and I got to rip up all this stuff. So y'all know how I was thinking, like, I pretty much just butchered this. Maybe I could probably try and propagate it. That would be interesting. I'll give it a shot, but I'm gonna dig it up and get rid of it. I gotta not do that. Anyway, I'm thinking about putting because I have another crabapple just like that one, kind of in this area, so the rose would be centered, right? And then you have crabapple out here, and then like crabapple kind of like right here, okay? Now I know I have this curly willow here. This is a smaller version. It's only gonna be like 30 feet. So I think I got some leeway with the distance here for these crabapples. These crabapples only get 15 feet high and wide, and that means pretty much 7 feet on center. So, and that's at a max. I could always trim branches too. So, but either way, I think I'm going to at least rip up the dead nettle here, get all the weeds out, get all the dead stuff out. The rose is going to stay where it's going to be. I'm going to take this out, and then I'm going to rearrange some of the stuff that's in here. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Cool. Alright, let's just get some of these dead nettles up at least. Don't worry, there's plenty more where that came from. The bees will not starve, at least not on my yard. Yeah, see all that purple on the ground? Those are the seeds for next year. So trust me, these guys are gonna have enough. So dead nettle, pretty much, I mean, people harvest dead nettle, make tea and other things. I never tried that. But it only comes up in the spring. It doesn't come, like, re-emerge in the fall. So, I know I'm probably missing, I mean, a lot of the seeds already dropped, so. But I'm just trying to get up what I can. Well, I got one in. Nice. Yeah, that's a beautiful tree. Yeah, it's a little bit in shock now. I can't imagine why. But that is a beautiful tree. And I always, like, I chose the face of the tree. Now, if I was planting this in a deep flower bed, I would actually have it facing that way. It's definitely more full on this side, but because this is in close proximity to my driveway, I really didn't want like a lot of branches coming out. So, I mean, they could go up and kind of out, you know, like that one is. That's fine, but I mean, these will eventually be trimmed anyway. But yeah, there's my beautiful crabapple tree. Woo! Alright, now I gotta pull some more weeds up and dig that out and put that crabapple roughly in that spot. It's probably gonna be a little further away, but I still need to move it. Oh wow. So this plant right here, I know what this is. There's two plants actually. This right here is a arborescens hydrangea, and there's still life in there. I mean, the branches, some of them, okay, they're good. And then right back here is this columbine. Let me see the roots back here, or where it is. So I'm gonna try. Oh yeah, I could dig that up separately. Great. And I got a place for both of these guys to go. Yes. So that is the first part. Wow, that's one big taproot. Wow. Sister Disco is going to be planted right where I dug up that columbine and that hydrangea. So it will be on both sides of the roads too. And these are actually a small version of, they're not like the big tall ones that people commonly see. These only get like 1 to 3 feet high and wide, or 1.5 feet tall and wide. So they're nice little bundles of joy. I like them because they're evergreen. Okay, so I hope y'all can understand. I'm trying to convey the best that I can my vision for this area. So it has been really difficult for me because up here there's a lot of shade. It's blocked by the hot afternoon sun is blocked by this house and the fence and whatnot. So that's why like hollies are okay there. These strawberry hydrangeas are okay there. The roses, some of them will do okay. Like they'll do okay. But I think like more towards the entrance, they'll not bloom as profusely. But that's okay. That's okay. Anyway, moving back here now. This area, pretty much like from where that crabapple is, all the way, all the way down here is into my rose garden is just like blazing sun, and all day. So it's pretty harsh, and that's also another reason I like these trees would kind of be nice to help kind of just cool the area somewhat. But I think I have like a solid plan. Like it's very repetitive up here, like the hollies, irises, and that's fine, and tulips and hydrangeas, and that's absolutely fine, and it's pretty. But when it got to like right here, I really struggled with what to put in, except for the gorgeous little corkscrew willow. That's fine. But like in here, I just struggled. And I think I pretty much just wrapped up what it is going to do well here. You lazy bums. Hello, you lazy bums. Yes, you too. I realized I actually have some really pretty colors coming up from my tulips here. And there is a Ralph. Ralph! How? He's halfway on. You cannot be comfortable like that, Ralph. You cannot be comfortable, baby. You're a good kitty. I'm not gonna hurt you. You're a good kitty. Hi, baby. Oh, okay. Are you in a predicament here? I think you'll be fine. I think you'll sort yourself out. Anyway. Look at these tulips here. Those are really, come on, focus. Yeah, look at those. Those are nice. And they're kind of dotted along with some purple ones and some other pink ones and stuff. A few more years and they will be just gorgeous and gorgeous clumps up and down the driveway here. Alright, so my battery's gonna die. I really need to get an extra battery. But I'm just pretty much gonna weed in here, and I'm going to definitely dig up and plant that other crabapple. So you may not see that on the recording.
Peppy, what are you doing on top of my shed? You wild cat, you. She's the best, though. That's Pepper.
Okay, so it's a new day and my camera is actually charged. So hopefully nothing else will go wrong. This will be my last day too for working for this week for the video. Anyway, I got the crab apples. I got actually 2 of them. Right there's one. That doesn't have as many blooms as this one does. So I was able to transplant them, and now I'm gonna mulch, make it look a little perfect. Perfect little muscaries there. I love how the mulch just makes them pop. And my hands get dirty. I do have gloves too. I still got some buried under here. Don't want that to happen. There we go. Yeah, I got these on clearance from Walmart. I'm like, they're still fine. Give them to me. Don't throw them away. Clearance. Literally like 90% of my, yeah, I would say at least 90% of my stuff is from clearance or free or divided. So, and, you know, it takes years to get to a lot of gardens, and that's okay. You know, it doesn't have to be done tomorrow. We all definitely don't have a budget. For most of us, don't have a budget for that. I have one bag of mulch left, and I really want to cover it all in this area. So what I think what's going to happen is I'm definitely going to hit up the tree in the back, make sure that's mulched, and just scoot it like in the front more, so I may not be able to mulch the back right now. That's fine, I could get it another day. Yeah, so did the best I could with what I have. Now I'm just gonna spread it out. Again, my focus is really just going to be on what has been just recently transplanted. So kind of buried this Veronica by accident. Oops, sorry. Oh, little Sammy, I have a helper. That's okay. So, all right, this is the newly established, well, I shouldn't say established, but the newly designed garden section of my driveway. So what I did is I planted crabapple, sugar time crabapple right there. This one's definitely in more bloom. Wow, it's like shocking how different they are. I got these on clearance last year at Lowe's, and this one had a lot of roots severed on it, so I mean it's stressed. But I mean the blooms are still beautiful. They have that pink buds and they open up to these white flowers. It's very dynamic. And let's see here. Oh yeah, don't they just look gorgeous? Yeah, these look gorgeous. So they're a little stressed. Again, I cut the roots. I had to. It's just, you know, part happens when you transplant. And it was already in a decent bloom. So yeah, it wasn't happy with me. And Veronica, that'll be blooming in a few weeks. Scotch broom. I also got these little muscaries. I really wanted to put mulch around it because, you know, that blue against the mulch, I mean in the camera it's more of a royal blue. The camera does not do it justice in my opinion. And then some irises, roses, and it just repeats. Again, muscari, irises, Scotch broom, and then here's another crabapple. And then there's a Veronica after the crabapple. So yeah, it's symmetrical here. And I really wanted to hide what's next door. I don't like that trailer. It's abandoned, if y'all don't know. So I'll just get mulch another day and finish it. The Home Depot's having their sale, I think, until like the 23rd. Like the 5 bags for $10 of mulch and soil. So that's a good one. Oh, guys, I was just putting the thing away, and look, I have blooms on my phlox right now. And I got some of these tulips coming up. Ooh, the bright yellow is so lovely. I'm gonna have to move those yellow ones. Sometimes, you know how it is. It's like you plant the bulbs, and then you put like other stuff in, and it's like you forget where the bulbs were. So I'll end up doing that. But cool, I got blooms, guys. And of course, the lovely phlox here. That is a wonderful ground cover. I'm going to get a whole bunch of these, split them up, and just have them all right in front, going around by my hammock, up actually where I just was planting, like where the crab apples are and stuff. So yeah, oh, that would be just magnificent. Yeah, that is actually a future plan. That's not going to be done today, unfortunately. So okay, so right here, this is where the water line was put in. That's why that whole area is all dug up. But anyway, I got some weeds in here I'm gonna pull. Not tonight though. I really want to focus on getting these shaped up, these boxwoods here. Oh, kitty, Charlie, what'd you do, baby? You just jump off the wall into a bush. Silly cat. Yeah, but I got some tulips coming up, some peonies. So yeah, I really gotta fill this area in because this is right by our kitchen. Look at this glorious phlox. Oh, that is massive. That's like 3 feet by 3 feet. That is massive. I had another, well, I still do. I have another one at this end, but it was, it suffered because they dumped all this soil kind of like right in here. Oh my word. Look at this beautiful specimen. I'm going to do a garden tour soon, but you guys are getting a sneak peek. This is the cis plum. Gorgeous. And I still got the Christmas lights on it. Ha! Solar powered. On another note, look how gorgeous those tulips are. Woo! And more are going to be blooming. Nice. These boxwoods here, I just like kind of start at the top and curve my way around it. Just make it tight. I'm gonna be cutting off a lot, but that's because I want them tight. Ooh, they're gonna be babies. They're gonna be babies. Get all that winter damage off of it. The tip damage, that is. Start shaping it up. Okay, looking better than what it was. Yeah. Should have sharpened these. Okay, so it's officially dark. Like all my solar lights are on now. But I got this row of boxwood. This is actually some crocuses that I'm gonna relocate. But yeah, I'll clean it all up another day, and all the clippings, and so I got them to spheres. Like honestly, don't overthink it. Like especially when they're new. Like if you want those spheres, that's what I'm going for. You know, cut it down hard. That way it thickens out and becomes really compact. And like what I was doing in the video, just work around in a circle around it. And don't forget to clip like underneath here and go in. Yeah, so like go in underneath if you want that sphere look. But it's officially dark, and these will get another prune job in this fall. So, and I'll be doing more pruning on my other ones. So yeah, so it's officially a wrap for tonight and this video. Thank you again for joining, and if you want, hit subscribe to get more of my gardening that I do during the week. This is like a series called Americana Garden, or Diggin Americana, excuse me. My channel is called Americana Gardens. I also do weekly tours of the garden, and I also do tours of other gardens. So hit subscribe if that's something that you like. And I also do indoor plants too. I do a lot of that more during the winter time, but every month I do a indoor plant. So a plant tour, that's what I'm to say. All right, so have a good morning, good night, whenever you're watching this, and I'll check you next time. Bye.